and Rawson tries to touch it on to McCaskill, takes a shot just wide of the near post, and well worked throw in there, almost paying dividends for the Steels. McCaskill had beaten him there. DeFalco's in the box, McCaskill's got to the byline. McCaskill's trying to play it in, but there's just enough attack on it. Go back to Rawson, who takes a shot, shot's blocked. It comes off the referee there. And it took it away from McCaskill, and the referee doesn't really know what he's doing at the moment. To turn, and he does. He's got space on the left wing. Look, DeFalco's looking for the slip through. He doesn't give it though. McCaskill looks to get to the byline. McCaskill plays it across 6-yard box, goes to Poole, Poole's in space, takes a shot. Thomas Poole smashing it in. It's all made by Lewis McCaskill. Come on! Oh, actually, he wasn't Thomas Poole. I do apologise. It's Jordan Lemon! He's going to have me for this on the commentary afterwards. Jordan Lemon scores his first goal in years. Jason Hale's going to take it quick out. That is the full-time whistle. I think taken a bit early. All the goals in the second half again. The first goal for Brighouse coming from Bobby Point, and it's a fantastic goal from the Bradford City, on loan Bradford City. Too far from Brighouse actually, and one against Dunstan on Saturday, one that may not be expected. Brighouse on the other hand didn't have the best of starts on Saturday. They lost 3-1 to Eburn, another mid-table side. That'll be one they're disappointed about. But as we see the teams are coming out here and lining up, we'll go through them for you now. So we'll start with Stocksbridge Park Steels. In net for them is Harrison Davison Hale, then it's Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Mitch Langton, Elliot Murray, Charlie Oglesby, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, who serves as captain for today, Luke Rawson, Thomas Poole, and Gareth Curtis. The bench is Bailey Bates. And now, there we go. Curtis Turner kicks off. Because of the direction, he is going to try and loft this to the far end of the box. He's headed into the 6-yard area, cleared away by Brighouse, but the offside flag. Poole taking his corner, swing to the far post. The header's there, and right at Roxburgh, that header. Looks like it was from Charlie Oglesby. Not many on the near post. He's going to send it to the centre, headed away there, and volleyed there by Goodwin. Knee volley, I suppose. To Rawson, but it bounced back to Goodwin, that's actually, I think, more of an accidental Goodwin, but it has got to Poole on the right wing. Poole's going to look for Rawson here, and it just bounces to Roxburgh. Rawson just yards away from it there. It's deflected away quite heavily. Bit of a poor clearance from Reed. There, Poole gets it, Poole volleys, Roxburgh spills it, and Roxburgh gets it the second time, and over there, and I think the advantage was given with the volleys over there. Can Curtis control? No, he can't. It's still in the box. Brighouse can't clear it away. Back to Poole, who tries a shot, but it's well over the bar. And that is the half-time whistle there. And here we go, running through his defence. He's ran through, he's into the box here. Running through, takes a shot, and it's in. Bobby Pointing gives the lead to Brighouse. Runs through 2-3 Stocksbridge men before finishing into the bottom corner, and now the Steels are now losing, and a terrible start to this second half. Already, can we see maybe the goal coming from it this time? Ball's going long, looking for the far post here. It's headed towards Thing, but the free kick has been given there. I think it's against Charlie Oglesby there. It wasn't able to do with everything Stocksbridge throw at him. And Cassim's going to run into the box here. Cassim looking dangerous. Nips have one player. The second shot goes in, not from Cassim though, but it's cleared. Cassim makes the second shot block, peels for a handball, not given, and Stocksbridge just about clear it, and it's going to go out. There's Thomas Hay taking it. Thomas Hay taking it. It looks dangerous. Looking for the far post. Player goes down the box. The header is up. Harrison Davison Hale in the quite fetching purple number there. So, as the team start walking out here, we've got no changes for Stocksbridge in this lineup, but and a lively team from Dunstan here. So we'll go through the team once again. So for Stocksbridge. Hello and welcome here to a breezy AD Moran Park here for the FA Cup preliminary round commentary between Prestwich Hayes and Stocksbridge Park Steels right here on the Stocksbridge Park Steels YouTube channel with your commentator for today, Adam Allcroft. So we have a good game for you here today as the Steels
here travel in for this, well, as what is their second round of the competition for the first time in over 11 years. We've progressed into the next round of a competition. And we have a team that is the league below us in Prestwich Hayes, but have been in great form coming into this game. They did need a replay to get to this stage when they faced Liverland. They won 4-3 in the replay eventually. They did take a 4-1 lead in that game before Liverland made it very interesting towards the end by fighting back in that one. But recent results have seen them win 4-1 last Saturday, and then in a big result that will have shocked quite a few, they beat Bury 2-0 away from home on Wednesday night. That is the Phoenix club that's coming up the leagues ever since Bury unfortunately met their demise a few years ago. So the Steels come in though, and they're also in good form as well. They obviously winning 3-0 in their first FA Cup match that opened the season against Golcar. They couldn't have asked for anything more to end that 11-year curse that we have been banging on about over the years of being involved in this club. And then as the teams now start to come out here, but then also a 3-2 win against Dunstan that not many expected, and a late equaliser sealing a point and continuing that unbeaten run against Brighouse Town. So I say the teams are coming out here. So Stocksbridge are making no changes, but we will go through the teams for both sides in a moment as we get ready for this game here. So the teams are as follows. So we'll start with Stocksbridge. Harrison Davison Hale in goal, Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Mitch Langton, Elliot Murray, Charlie Oglesby, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, who's the captain today, Luke Rawson, Thomas Poole, and then Gareth Curtis. The bench is larger than you normally expect, with the FA Cup rules allowing 7 substitutions. So it's Bailey Baker, Zach Reynolds, Alex O'Connor, Cody Pryor, Luca DeFalco, Keenan Mackenzie-Gray, and Lewis McCaskill. So for the lineup for Prestwich Hayes is Russell Saunders in goal, then Jacob Nagoy, Scott Cullen, Darcy O'Connor, who's their captain, Rudy Masambo, Omar Mabawi, Connor Berry, Vincent Howell, Mitch Bryant, Callum Nicholas, and Dylan Fitzgerald. Their bench includes Richie McAlaley, Tyler James, Kai Hay, Daniel White, Caden Barlow, and Rob Payne. They field 6 substitutes rather than the 7 you can have in this competition. Teams are just now in the centre circle as we get closer to kick-off here. For the first qualifying round awaits for the teams that win in this game, which obviously for non-league teams this means the prize money, the chance of a more illustrious fixture in the next round, and perhaps even going further on. That's the excitement of this competition. Obviously the idea that if you win enough games you can take on teams, well, the professional sides, and obviously in the first round that would include the likes of Barnsley and Sheffield Wednesday and Derby County this year. And obviously we're just having a little bit of a switch up just before we start here, as the teams will swap ends. Always an interesting one to see. You don't see it that often, but we'll see if anything good comes out of it here. Not sure if it was an order from the Steels or if the home side decided to do that. Do make sure, if you haven't already, become a member of the club and buy one of our shirts at stocksbridge.co.uk/membership, and then /merchandise for the shirts, as looks like Prestwich will get the kick-off. So that side's what was ordered by Stocksbridge Park Steels. And here we go, Prestwich Hayes kick-off for us. Kicking off in the red shirt, black shorts and red and white socks, whereas kicking from left to right, whereas Stocksbridge in the yellow shirt, blue shorts, blue socks, and Stocksbridge have the early throw-in here on the right-hand side. Throwing comes in from Lebanon, the goal scorer on Tuesday night. Rawson chests it up and tries to battle it forward, but Rawson win it, but it is now a Turner who flicks it over for Poole to try and chase. Poole delayed his run a bit then, probably delayed it too much. It's going to go out for a goal kick now for Prestwich. Prestwich will be a big challenge for both sides today. But obviously Prestwich having scored so many goals over the last few games, that will be a huge challenge for Steele's defence, which has been relatively solid since the start of the season. Ball kicked on the air though. Goodwin heads it, but only backwards. That does allow Prestwich to get onto the ball. Vincent Howell there controls, but he's forced to pass it back here onto the left wing now with Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald looking to beat Lemon and pass it backwards here. The offside appeals have gone up, but none given, and actually it has been given now. Thank you, James Fletcher, for listening today, and we all are saying, come on, Barksteel, staying hoping for the victory. But the free kick is now back with Davison Hale to take on this one. So Davison Hale just kicking outwards onto the right wing here, headed on by Goodwin, and no one's going to get onto the end. Actually, Thomas Poole's going to make a late run here as it's staying a bit further than I think they expect, but it is going to just trickle out for a goal kick there. We will try and keep you up to date with some of the other scorelines going on across the country in the FA Cup, involving teams that we are in the league with and local teams. The other games going off in the Northern Premier League East today, and also whatever's happening with some of our professional local clubs as well. As the ball's with Nagoy right now on the right-hand side, he's just taking it wider. Curtis closing in, but Nagoy's going to send it long here, looking up front, headed away by Tinker, and Langton's got in there as well before Murray clears it away. Only gone back to O'Connor though. O'Connor just takes the shots, looking to see if the overlap, gives it to Berry here on the right-hand side. Now Nagoy. And back to O'Connor, who flicks it forward to Tinker, who heads it away, but only back to Prestwich here. It's with Bryant now. And currently Nicholas, who spreads it out to the left-hand side here. Ball is going in. It's a decent ball, and it's headed away though by Oglesby, and Poole gets the follow-on clearance, and Rawson's going to go to battle with it up front. He tries to pass it back, but it's been cut out by O'Connor there. And now it's Prestwich back on the ball through Howell. Now with Nagoy on the right-hand side. Nagoy takes a touch, gets it to Nicholas now, and as Prestwich look to build, Nagoy's on the overlap. He's trying to find the overlap. It's a bit too far for him, but Berry's foot went onto it, but in the end it's going out of play. Tinker covering quite well there to avoid any sort of serious attack from that. As that breeze, you may be able to hear on that microphone, is picking up a bit. We'll see if that it's a decent breeze here will play a factor in the game, but Davison Hale's going to clear it up. Headed out of play by O'Connor here, and it's going to be a throw into the Steels with Jack Tinker coming over to take that one. Let's see if he can hear me doing it now, the commentary, because I think he heard me some of my comments last week over at Dunstan. And this is another stand where I'm very, very close to the action here. Tinker's throwing it, looking for Poole, but it's just bounced awkwardly and gone back to Prestwich, who've cleared up the air, but Langton's going to look to try and get the header onto it. He does head it forward here. Curtis heads it on Rawson, tried to get on the end of it. Nagoy hooks it away very well. Going to be a throw in, though, in attacking area, which is going to be left for Tinker to take about halfway into the Prestwich half here. 4 minutes gone in this game so far. And it's 0-0 here between Prestwich and Stocksbridge Park Steels. Ball thrown in. Curtis Turner's going to head it sideways across the edge of the box, but Prestwich have knocked that away. Langton's going to try and stop it from going any further. He does delay it, but it's looked long for Berry to try and chase, but Oglesby just about heads it away, but it's only back to Bryant here. Now still with Prestwich here, trying to spread it onto the left-hand side where Fitzgerald is. Fitzgerald takes it to feet very well. Lemon facing him up, and Lemon gets the tackle in, and Poole here gets it and passes it to Turner. Turner's going to look long for Curtis and Rawson, but I think Rawson got a little bit of a push there, some physicality from the Prestwich defence, and that stops that attack, and it's back now with the Prestwich goalkeeper. Glossop North End have taken the lead against Sheffield FC in that FA Cup fixture. Harry Freeman giving them an early lead as Prestwich here put a ball forward, but Lemon's going to head that one away, and it's back to Turner, who controls and tries to spread it out to Tinker, but it's well cut out by Prestwich, but they also are cut out by Murray, and he sent it here to Poole, who takes a touch inwards, but a bit of a heavy touch, and now it's going back to the Prestwich goalkeeper. In the Premier League, Fulham taking the lead in the West London derby against Brentford. And Loughborough University have taken the lead against Carlton Town. As we have a bit of a coming together between two of the players here, and we will have a physio break here, it seems, as Sam Ewins heads onto the pitch. The Prestwich physio also heading on here. There's Mitch Langton, who's down here for the Steels. So we're just having a short break here. We'll try and see some other goals in the FA Cup that are obviously not involving some of our teams. Harlow Town have taken the lead against Brentwood through the Narcissus Phillip on the spot, and Free Bridges has took the lead against Deal Town. I didn't think that would be a real fixture, Free Bridges versus Deal Town, but it is, and East Grinstead have taken the lead against Lancing. No goals yet in the two Northern Premier League East fixtures happening. Both players are now back to their feet, and the game should resume very shortly. Oglesby here will take, well, it's a free kick to the Steels. Here, exactly on the halfway spot, actually. Both players forced to actually leave the field before re-entering due to that Stocksbridge. We just had Connor Berry, who was the man who went down for Prestwich, just over on this side now, before he heads back on. He definitely heard me then. He just gave me a right look when I said his name. It's just been passed short to Elliot Murray, who's going to send it long into the box, and it's just gone over everyone's heads, and actually Rawson's going to be penalised for the push on Nagoy there. So free kick to Prestwich now. Still 7 minutes gone, nothing really happened in this game yet. 0-0 between the two sides. So back with Russell Saunders, the Prestwich goalkeeper, who hasn't really done much yet. Well gone long, and Oglesby's headed it away and flicked on by Turner. Rawson trying to chase it. Rawson being pushed around a bit, but nothing given, and it's going to try to be carried away. Rawson continuing to press on. He's trying to win it off the defender here. Heels for a free kick from Stocksbridge, but none given, and Prestwich do clear it away. Tinker heads it back for Langton, who hooks it over his head, looking for Poole here. Poole takes it, puts it on the inside and knocks it onto Rawson here. On the left hand side, looking for Turner on the overlap, just a bit behind Turner. Turner collects anyway. Back with Langton now. Langton carry it onto the left hand side with Turner now. Tinker's on the overlap as well, giving an option to Turner. He does give it to Tinker. Tinker back inside to Turner, trying to look for Tinker again, and I think it's just gone a bit long for him. It's going to go for a throw in, and it's going to be given to Prestwich. God, it's already 1-1 between Crystal Palace and Aston Villa in that Premier League fixture. As Nagoy prepares to take this throw in deep in his own half. Hallam FC have taken a 1-0 lead against Golcar United. Ball's thrown out here to Prestwich. They're keeping the ball, though Goodwin is in there with it. But it has now been spread to the left-hand side. But Lemon's cut in well, and Lemon's looking to turn this into attack right now. He's on the right wing, facing up, cuts inside. Looking for some runners. He does flick it over here, but it made a bit of a pass, also sort of shot, and it's collected by Russell Saunders. So back with Saunders now as Macclesfield have 1-0 down to Mossley in that FA Cup match. And good in there between the two. I don't think Turner knew really where the ball was because he left it there. And it's back with Nagoy now. As they pass it forward here, and he's looking now for the left-hand side, looking for Fitzgerald. He does. It's a great ball. Lemon now closing on him. Fitzgerald turns, shoots. Great save, Davison Hale. And it's an awful miss from Mitch Bryant with the goal gaping for him. He somehow puts it wide at the near post. And it's a huge let-off for the Steels. A great pass, unlocked the defence. Found Fitzgerald on the left-hand side. He forces a good save from Davison Hale. It falls perfectly for Bryant, who somehow puts it wide. Really, after 10 minutes here, Prestwich should lead. And now it's one for Davison Hale to take. Looking here, headed away though by Masambo. Oh, bit of pushing and shoving between Tinker and Berry here, but it's going to go out for a throw into the Steels. Steels getting a bit of a let-off here. Tinker's throwing it long here, looking for Turner, but headed away here. And now it is with O'Connor. O'Connor gets it forward and it's flicked on now, looking for Berry. It's just behind Berry. He's going to control it and look to get down the wing, being shoved around by Oglesby a bit. And Oglesby gets in with a challenge, and the free kick is going to be given for that clattering challenge from Oglesby. And that's going to be a dangerous one for the Steels, who did concede 2 goals from the right wing against Dunstan last Saturday. So a challenge for Cullen here, who's going to be taking this free kick here. One-man wall for Tinker. So good opportunity for Prestwich after they came so close to leading just now. Salford City have just taken lead against Doncaster Rovers as well in one of the local fixtures. Cullen's hooking the ball in here. It's far of everyone though, and going to bounce out a goal kick, and it's another wasted opportunity for the home side here. In the Northern Premier League East, Consett have taken lead against Tadcaster. Kieran Aplin scoring for them. I believe he was a Hebburn man last year. Davison Hale will get another chance to boot this ball away. So Davison Hale boots it down, looking for Goodwin, but Goodwin shoved up the ball. Does manage to get the header backwards though. It comes off a Prestwich man last, and it's going to be on the right wing now for Lemon to take to see if an attack can be built for the Steels. Long Eaton are 1-0 down to Corn in the FA Cup. Just wait, it's taking some time here for Lemon to take this throw in. He's looking for an option. He does find one in the end with Goodwin here on the right hand side, who passes it back here to Poole, tries to cut in, but Missomba's in there and boots it out of the ground. So we've seen a great chance for Prestwich already in the first 10 minutes of this game, and we haven't seen anything like that for the Steels yet, but there is still going to be opportunities for the club. Thrown goes in, it's with Lemon, back with Lemon now, trying to beat his man on that right hand side, but Prestwich have got it covered and they do clear it out. Though that touch from Prestwich almost let Stocksbridge in. Do get it out eventually, and it's taken in well by Berry, who tries to slip in Bryant, but comes off Bryant, and now he's back to Davison Hale, who clears it up now. Looking for Rawson, who heads it sideways, looking for Poole now. Poole does hook it out, and he beats his man here, and Poole, some good trickery from Poole. Poole running the defence, Poole takes a shot, great sliding challenge block there, stops Poole's shot from ever again close to goal here, and now Prestwich are back on the ball here. But they only pass it right back to Langton, and Langton's looking for the killer pass here, and I think very close to being one actually, but it's gone back to the goalkeeper here. Yeah, Goodwin got in for a good tackle here. Goodwin pressing forward, looking for his options. Got Rawson on the left, he takes Rawson on the left. Rawson looking to cut inside, pass it back to Goodwin. Goodwin pass it back to Turner. Turner's going to force pass it back to Langton. Prestwich closing down well, and Langton's pass there was a bit skewed, but he's back with the Steels now. Tinker cutting inside, and it's a good tackle in on Tinker, and Prestwich will look to get a counter going here, but Langton slows them down well, very down well, and he's found another great ball for Fitzgerald here on the left hand side. Lemon's going to close in on him. Lemon's also trying to organise defence. Pass slipped through, but Langton with a fantastic challenge stops the Prestwich attacker, and it's a corner to Prestwich. 14 minutes gone, still nil here. And that has enlivened the Prestwich fans a bit here. So the Prestwich fans actually from that challenge is staying down for a while here. So just waiting for the corner to be taken, and it looks like it was a limping Callum Nicholas there who is going over to take it. He was also the man who had that opportunity before Langton, who could be blamed for that attack breaking down with a very loose pass, but then he also came for the saviour with that tackle. And now it's Nicholas with the corner kick. Nicholas corner goes in, looking for the near post, but booted away by Curtis Turner. And it's going to go to the halfway line here before going out for actually a Steel's throw in here. Paul's going to take the throw in quick, looking for all his man here, looking for Curtis here, but Curtis is going to get penalised for a shove there, and it's a silly one to give away, really. So No, it's going to be a free kick here that Russell Saunders is going to take. Big boot goes up from him, looking for the left wing for Fitzgerald, who heads it on, but Tinker comes in well for that, but it's still with Fitzgerald now. It's gone back to him. He's trying to. He's got not many people being able to get a tackle in him at the moment. He's managed to get all the way down the left-hand side. Lemon's currently with him. He's got two men on Fitzgerald. He goes down, no free kick given, trying to knock it off Lemon to get in the corner here, as he's got stuck in that corner flag here before Lemon gets it, knocks it off Fitzgerald, and then the goal kick for the Steels. So some clever play from Jordan Lemon there to get out of what could have easily been a very sticky situation, and then making sure it becomes a goal kick rather than a corner for the Steels. Nil-nil. So Davison Hale will clear it up. He's looking for Rawson here, but Masambo climbs all over him to head it out for a throw to Stocksbridge. And it's Lemon stepping up to take this throw in at the moment. From going to the inside, headed on by Poole, but no one in the box there, and it's going to go back to Russell Saunders without it really being tested. So just taken with Russell Saunders, just picked it up himself now, and then puts it back onto his feet now. Rawson's going to just close down, force him to kick the ball away, but it's given right back to Oglesby, who heads it away, but that's gone back into a Prestwich. Plays there. Goodwin misses on his sliding challenge now with Nagoy on the right hand side here for Prestwich. Pass it sideways here for O'Connor. Knocked it forward. The flick on here looking for Nicholas. It's a great ball here, but it's right at the near post of Davison Hale, who spills it, and that leads it for a corner kick. So good play here from Prestwich, opening up the Steel's defence. Prestwich definitely having the better of the early part of this game, and Davison Hale though does make the save though. He can't keep hold of it, hence the corner kick on the right hand side for the home side. And Steels, like in a couple of the other games, are having to ride out a tough period, but Murray heads that one away. It's gone back to Prestwich here though, who are looking to continue this attack. It's currently with Howell, who's put a dangerous ball in there. It's headed, and it's somehow wide. A few of the Prestwich fans here thinking that had gone in. I think that was Maboyi there, who's headed wide there for Prestwich. It was wide at the near post there, and it's another bit of let off for the away side. Worksop Town have taken the lead against AFC Mansfield through Liam Hardy. Davison Hale will take a chance. We're just having a drinks break here while Mitch Langton currently down, getting trekked by Sam, who's already been quite busy, the physio. So we'll just see, there's a few other scorelines on the FA Cup while we just have this little break in players. Both teams go to get some drinks as well. Macclesfield have equalised against Mossley through James Berry. Harbour Town are 2-0 up on Bottisford. Nat Ansu scoring the latest goal for them. Ipswich Wanderers are 1-0 up on Gollaston through Nathan Reed. And Kidsgrove Athletic are losing 1-0 to Lytown through Joe Palmer. And Galcar United have actually just got a penalty against Hallam FC. So we'll see if they equalise against that. And they do. Dan Nidal just scoring the equaliser. So 1-1 between Galcar and Hallam. Well, two sides that went out in the FA Cup in the last round. Us beating Galcar and Prestwich beating the side that would actually beat Hallam there, Bury. Davison Hale clears it up, looking for Rawson here, but headed away here by Berry, who's been very good in this game so far. Tinker just being shoved off the ball a bit there. And Prestwich continue to build up, but that ball's been knocked out of play, and it's going to be a Steel's throwing for it. Liam Hardy just doubled the lead for Worksop Town there against AFC Mansfield. So Tinker, who's throwing it long, looking for Ross to head it on, but it's headed away though by Nagoy. It's gone into the midfield though before Lemon can clear it away, and Curtis is looking to see if he can try and get the end of that, but I think Cullen has the beating of him there. He does, and Cullen's going to clear that one away. Currently in the midfield here for Prestwich, and it's with Nicholas now. Nicholas carrying the ball here, being one of the most dangerous people for Prestwich in this game so far. Passed out right to Nagoy. Got it right to O'Connor here, the captain. And they try to flick it on here, Prestwich, but Stocksbridge do clear this one away. Oh, it's going to be on the halfway line for Stocksbridge actually here. Must have come from a Prestwich man last. And it's with Tinker here to take his throw in on the left hand side, just inside the Prestwich half here. With 21 minutes gone, it is still 0-0 here. Tinker throwing it long, looking for Rawson. It's going over everyone, bouncing. Poole's going to try and get the end of it before. I think that's my boy there trying to control and trying to clear it away. Clears it off Poole to get a throw in for Prestwich. Here, so it's going to be Nagoy trying to get a throw in out of here. As Long Eaton have actually equalised against Corn through James Taylor. So here's big throw out here. No, only goes back to Langton, who tries to head it back into the box. Rawson's onto it. He is tackled though. Turn tries to be onto it, but Nagoy goes in with a big tackle and it's now headed away. But only back to Poole here. Poole here, trying to beat his man to take the shot. He's going to the byline here. Poole being forced backwards out of the box, and the ball's been knocked out for a throw into the steels here. Poole trying to see what he can make out of it. Poole always looking to get the ball forward, get either the shot off or a dangerous ball in, and that's why he's quickly gained a fan base amongst the Stocksbridge faithful. Here, and Lemon going out to fetch the ball here behind the advertising hoardings. As it looks like the goal scorer from Tuesday night will look for the big long throw in. Does big long throw going here. Here it's headed on and it's trickles just wide here. Goal kick here. I think it may have been Rawson who got it. Rawson peeling off the referee for something. But that's, well, I think the closest Stockbridge have gone that long throwing, causing a few problems there, and it just trickling wide of the post. Don't think Russell Saunders in the golf press which knew much about where that was going. Saunders clears it up here, set more centrally here. Gooden's going to try and head that one away, but it is headed over him back to Murray, who clears that one away. Curtis trying to get on the end of the clearance, but headed back away there by Masambo, and it's out for a throw for Lemon to take. I mean, he's going to send a long one here to try and get it into the attacking areas. He does. Looking for Goodwin here, but headed up into the air by Prestwich. Still in play. Poole's going in for it, but Prestwich get it to feet, and big clearance away from them. And Murray's going to just head that one out for a throw-in for the home side. So Prestwich will continue their attack here on this left-hand side with a throw in here for them, being taken by Scott Cullen. Take it into the box, but well cut out there by Curtis Turner before he was himself cut out, but he's back with Lemon now, who looks at Turner here, finds Turner, who knocked it over his man, and now Rawson's going to try and muscle his man off it. He does, Rawson, good way from him, but Misambo gets back in it and clears it away, and that I thought was going to actually smack the roof of the house that's just on the other side of the A.D. Moran Park here. As quite a few balls have gone into that person's garden there, but it's not like Marine here. There isn't numbers to where would they need to go fetch it. Lemon's going to big throw, goes right into the box here, head away by Masambo, who's obviously the man on Rawson here, dealing quite well with Rawson at the moment. And Prestwich on the ball in midfield here. Clearance did get mocked back to him, but they're quite comfortable in it. On the right hand side they can build an attack here through O'Connor. O'Connor stops and gets it centrally here to Howell, who's looking for Nicholas here, but Langton in well, and he gets it away and appeals for a free kick, but I think they went more into Langton than Langton went into them. Lemon clears it away. Back to Poole, chests it down for Turner. Turner gets a bit of a clip and he earns a free kick from that. So, free kick taken quickly with Tinker now. Tinker's going to try and take it down this left-hand side, trying to get to Curtis. Curtis takes a touch, but he's forced off the ball there, and it is back with the defence, and they knock it forward here. Murray's going to try and stop Bryant from getting anywhere further. Bryant goes backwards and gets it to Fitzgerald on the left-hand side, who's created the best opportunities for Prestwich in this game so far. He's going to stop and get it onto O'Connor here, who's on the right-hand side. He's got Nagoy for the overlap, and he's going to find Nagoy here. Nagoy cuts inside. Nagoy tries to slip it through into the attack here. And Berry there looks for the turn, but he can't, and Tinker's going to clear that one away. Rawson's trying to muscle out here from Masambo. Masambo does get the beating of Rawson there, but he's forcing him to come back, and it's going to go back to Saunders here. Rawson's going to continue to close down before Saunders clears that one away, but only to Langton, who heads it forward for Turner, who takes it to his feet. Now to Goodwin, who just lets it go for his feet, and it's now on this left-hand side for Fitzgerald, who will look for the attack here. Now with Howell, who's got Nagoy now on the right-hand side. Nagoy on the side here, going to cut inside here. Looks to flips the ball here, a great ball here onto the left-hand side here. And they're going to cut inside here, takes a shot, the shot's weak and right at Davison Hale, who's going to gather it in his arms here. While we're having that good bit of play here from both sides, Shildon have taken the lead against Newcastle Benfield through Alex White. And Davison Hale here will take his time, roll it out in front of him. Before booting the ball here, looking for Rawson, but it's gone a bit short for him, but it's only been headed back to Lemon, who looks forward for Rawson again. But again, it's been out-headed this time by this big Prestwich defence. On the left-hand side for Prestwich now. We look to Bill, but Lemon goes in with a good tackle. Goodwin gets it and knocks forward to Poole. Poole's looking for the overlap here. He's looking for Curtis. It's a great ball, and just Curtis can't get on the end of it there. It's a dangerous ball from John Lemon, and with Curtis finishing at Dunstan, you think if he can get on the end of it, it may well have been 1-0 to the Steels. So Saunders knocks it long, but going to go back to Langton here with Turner now, who tries to flick through to Curtis, who tried to head it over him, but back with Prestwich now, who've only knocked it back to Oglesby, who put it forward, and it's gone to Rawson here, who can find Turner on the left-hand side. He's got some space. Curtis Turner stops play, goes back to Tinker here. Tinker's going to take it forward. He's been out-muscled by Berry, though, here, and he's lost possession because of that. And now Tinker's running back to get back in position because Prestwich are on the attack here. It's a ball looking for Bryant here, but Lemon's covered it quite well, and it's passed back to Davison Hale, who's slice clearance here. Only goes back to Nicholas, who heads it out onto the left-hand side. Lemon is covering. Now back with Howell. Howell tries to knock it forward, but it's blocked by Goodwin, and Tinker able to get the clearance here. Back now here with Miss Sambo here. Looks for the left-hand side where Fitzgerald is, but I think the wind took that a bit, and it's going to go out for a throw-in here. So 28 minutes gone. It's 0-0 here between Prestwich Hayes and Stocksbridge Park Steels. Both sides looking to take the lead in this one. Well, throwing goes long, he knocked him in midfield, and it's going to be Langton into it first, but it's back to Turner, who heads it on forward to Langton. Langton pushing forward here. Langton thinking about the shot. Instead, he's going to slip Rawson through. Rawson takes it to his feet. The shot, I think it may have taken a bit of a deflection there. It has, and it's going to be a corner kick to Stocksbridge. The deflection taking all the sting out of that finish there. Potential upset happening over at Brighouse as Penistone Church have taken the lead there. And it's going to be with Thomas Poole. And we know his corner deliveries have been deadly in previous games, and we're hoping for something just as good in this one. We've already seen a few efforts from here already. So Poole here for the first corner for Steels in there. Good one going in. Rawson gets the header, and it's over the bar and out of the ground there. And we've seen how good some of those corners have been. The deliveries are great. Just Rawson getting his header over the bar there. So it's with Saunders here for the goal kick. So good opportunity there for Rawson, who climbed over his man well, and it's going to be a goal kick here for Prestwich to take. Half an hour gone in this game now. Ball going long here, and it just looks like it's going to go right out of play there. Saunders goal kick. So with a poor goal kick like that, it's time for the Steels to try and put some pressure on this Prestwich defence and see if they can force a mistake out of them and get the goal to take the lead in this one. Lemon's throwing going long, looking for Rawson. It's headed inwards by Prestwich though, and Prestwich have able to clear it here, but only back to Murray, who's headed it forwards and then headed forward by Turner. And that looks like it's just going to go out of play here for a throw into Prestwich.
Ball it, referee.
Yeah. Oh, he weren't blocked by the line, blocked by the referee there, so. Newcastle Benfield have equalised against Shildon there. So, they've got back into the game against a higher league opposition. And it's currently with Mabawi there, who evaded a tackle of Ross Goodwin, who were looking to close down the defence there. Looking for Fitzgerald with this long ball, who's currently tussling with John Lemon. Fitzgerald wins that tussle, and he's on the ball now. He's been surrounded by a couple of players. He passes it inward to Nicholas. Nicholas gets it sideways to O'Connor. O'Connor cuts inside. O'Connor takes a shot. It's deflected. That takes the sting out, and Davison Hale comes up to collect that one. Now just taking his time as the Steels team gets it, and Luke Mangum has just scored his first goal for Belper. He's just scored a penalty after a foul on another former Steel, Brodie Litchfield. So Goodwin here on the ball here, just knocks it right to Lemon here. Lemon's going to look for Poole here on the right hand side, and he's been tackled and it's gone out of play. Another throw for the Steels here. So back to Lemon here, who's going to get the throw in as Steels look to try and get a lead here. Throwing goes into Poole. Poole gets a bit of a push, and he appeals for a free kick as he sits down, but he isn't going to get it because it was the lightest push. And Prestwich back on the ball here, but coming with a good tackle, and it's Jordan Lemon who gets good tackle in. He puts the cross in, headed away. Tinker's going to be the first on it. I think he'll think of a shot. He's going to go in the box here, but he didn't take the shot, and he's tackled well there. I think perhaps should have taken the shot earlier there. Prestwich do try and clear, but it's knocked out. Comes off Turner for a throw into Prestwich in their own half. Nagoya going to take this throw in further up, and it's going to cut out, and Langton knocks it forward, and Rawson's trying to get on the end of it, but he's been pushed off it by Misambo there, and it's going to go back to the keeper here. Now back with Misambo. Rawson closing down here, and it's going to be now flicked onto the right hand side where Nagoya is. Nagoya just taking his touch. Curtis covering, going to put it centrally here. To Howell, who's looked for Fitzgerald on the left hand side. Fitzgerald here pushing forward. Going to try and slip through here. Still on the left hand side here with Fitzgerald before Lemon tackles, and Lemon clears it out for a throw in. So it's with Scott Cullen for this throw in here for Prestwich. Throwing going short here, takes the touch still with Prestwich here. It's gone out to O'Connor here, who closed down quickly, or else he was looking for the shot. So with Howell here, who takes a shot, but it's gone over the bar. And one of the Steels players is down there, and I think it's Jordan Lemon there who's down in a bit of pain. As Langton's going over to have a talk to the referee, not happy with whatever's happened over there. And Lemon just on the easy, Lemon remonstrating with the linesman while he's getting up as well. An injury can't get in the way with Lemon having to go at the referee, it seems. As Sam goes on for the third time, Sam's gone on to this, which I don't know how much Sam earns for his match free, but he's earning his money today. This is the third time he's been coming on here, as Rotherham United have taken the lead against QPR through Chidezi Ogbeni. I think there's no other really scorelines within teams of our league to tell you about in the FA Cup. No, though Leek Town are getting absolutely battered at the moment by Atherstone. 4-0 to Atherstone in that game. So just a bit of a break play as we have another treatment here, this time for the right back who scored on Tuesday night. First time he had scored in 3 years. Last time against Pickering, before his late effort against Brighouse. And he's just taking his time here. I think Lemon looking at it, Lemon will probably be ready to go again. if he does go off, and he is limping a bit, well, he's going off to the sideline, he should be fine. He does have a direct replacement on the bench from as Bailey Baker is likely to replace him should Lemon be forced off with injury during this game. Bailey Baker yet to make a competitive appearance for the Steels, but did impress in pre-season and in his contract after being on trial with the club. So Lemon looking like he will, though, be able to return to the pitch. Sheffield Wednesday have taken the lead against Bolton Wanderers through George Byers, the man who had a remonstration with his assistant manager during midweek. That long ball has gone out for a Stocksbridge throw-in in the Prestwich half, so chance for the Steels to build with 36 minutes gone. It is 0-0 still here. Both of Stocksbridge's last 2 games were 0-0 at the half, and we'll see if we go 3 games in a row at that. Stocksbridge will be looking to try and take the lead before that. Goodwin chests it down there, and it's been knocked out again for another throw in an almost identical position. So, as I see that Good and Oglesby are shouting between themselves what they're going to do. Throwing goes right into Rawson, who tries to flick it across the 6-yard area, and it's headed back to the keeper by Cullen there. Quite a dangerous one from Cullen to do, but he wasn't challenged at all, so he'll have felt safe doing so. It's back with Saunders now. Saunders boots it up. Here looking for the attacker here for Prestwich, having a bit of shirt pulling with him and Murray there, and it's gone past Murray here to Nicholas, who tries to flick it through, but Oglesby's cleared it away, and Curtis was gambling there to see if it went over the head of Mabawi, but it doesn't, and Prestwich are back on the ball here through O'Connor. O'Connor's looking for the ball through, but Oglesby stops it and cuts it through, back to O'Connor, and Curtis has cut out that pass. Curtis is looking for Rawson here, but the pass is just short, and actually a poor clearance there from Misambo has knocked out a play, and it's going to be a throw-in to the Steels. Stockbridge are throwing a few people forward for this one. Gotten short here, and Tink here going to try and get the cross in, but that's blocked by Nicholas. It's another throw-in for the away side. Straight to the ball to go back because it's in the bushes over here on the outside of the stadium. Just had to have one of the fans here get it. Tinker throws it short here to Turner. Turner turns. He's going to try and get to the byline. He's tumbled over just close to the edge of the box, and it's a dangerous free kick, this one, for a delivery. Very close to the edge of the box there. As Prestwich kicked the ball away there, but Poole's going over to take it. It's on the left-hand side here. It will be one where Poole will have to try and just get it away from the keeper as well, though that's the biggest challenge Poole will have. But plenty of players in the 6-yard area who will be looking to attack this one. It's 2-0 to Sheffield Wednesday now. Liam Palmer scoring. But can Stocksbridge on the lead and take the lead here? Poole's corner goes in looking for the far post. It's headed and it's in the back of the net! It's looking like it's Gareth Curtis there at the back post there who's headed that one in.
Are you real still? Yes, you are.
As we get some great celebrations from the away fans here. Looks like it was Curtis here.
Hey, watch it.
I think we'll look at the replay to double check because it may well have been Goodwin at the far post as well. But it was. We're going to give it to Gareth Curtis for now.
Hey, watch it.
So we restart with the Steels 1-0 in the lead here, thanks to a far post header from Gareth Curtis. So can the Steels hold on now and seal passage to the next round of the FA Cup? It's been a while since we've been able to get excited for an FA Cup draw. That isn't the very first one, because obviously we knew what we would be facing after the win here. Prestwich, though, have looked dangerous, and they're definitely not out of it. They scored twice against Bury, they scored 4 against Liverland, they scored 4 last Saturday as well, and they're on the ball now through Berry, who trying to get to the byline, but Turner gets in with a good tackle. So it's with is a throw into the Steels here. Tinker gets the throw in at looking for, and Nagoy heads it backwards. It's back with Nagoy. Came off, I think, off the middle corner there. He's now with Howell, who cut out well with Lemon, and Hull slicked it on for Lemon, who's up charging here. Lemon charging centrally, confident it's goal. Slip through, Gareth Curtis. Can Curtis get on the end of it? He does. Will it get in? He's just cleared off the line. A fantastic goal line clearance from Prestwich as Curtis almost doubles the lead. He's there. Turner on the ball here now. Langton gets it through to Rawson. The attack's still on for the Steels. Rawson here, looking with a great, well, shot come cross there, but goes out there, and you have to give it, I think it was Masambo there who's hooked that one off the line. Curtis just getting enough on it to get it past the goalkeeper. You have to give it credit to Prestwich, who've done some fantastic defending there to make sure it's not 2-0 to the Steels. So it's just an update, some updates on some local score lines. Wickham have taken the lead against Barnsley through Anis Mehmeti. Brighouse have equalised through Mo Cassim, that's against Penistone Church. And now, oh, it could have seen Gareth Curtis being slipped through again. He just can't get at the end of it, and Saunders is first onto it. And Curtis, now he's got the goal, is looking confident to try and get a second, just like he did against Dunstan. And Goodwin's closing in quickly there and almost caught in possession. Vincent Howell there, he does get the ball away from him now, and it's going long here for Prestwich, and it's there, it's gone through to Berry. He's almost round the keeper, but he's got it caught under his feet just as he looks like he's about to get past Davison Hale, and Davison Hale's able to grab it off his feet then. Davison Hale clears it up here. The game has definitely livened up since that goal. Headed backwards there by Mabawi there, and it's going to be a corner to the Steels, so it's end-to-end at the moment here at the A.D. Moran Park. So corner from Poole here. We've seen some dangerous set piece. Sorry, it was scored from a set piece earlier. Corner goes in, headed across goal, back to Goodwin, takes a touch on the edge of the box, and he's 6-yard box, and he tries to get it across goal again, and it goes over the bar. I think he should have just hit that one low rather than high, and it would have caused some real problems for the defence there. Don't retweet. Adam's put a video tag in if you don't retweet it, because you can't put rules.
Yeah, I'd never do
it. Cleared upfield here from Saunders after the goal kick. Oglesby's having a bit of a tussle with it, and he wins out the tussle, clears it up, looking for Rawson here. Rawson's going to try and knock it back here. Turner trying to get on the end of it, said it's Goodwin. Goodwin here on the left-hand side here. Goodwin, back to Turner, who flicks it over. Look, great overlap. Tinker's looking to get on the end. Tinker sends it low here. It's 2-0 Steels. Lou Rawson stabs it in.
Yes,
And the real Steels are leading 2-0 here. Rawson makes it 2. Fantastic play there. Tinker with a fantastic crossing on the left-hand side. And Stocksbridge are taking a comfortable lead into half-time.
I said it would be 3-0 today. 3-0 today.
So Prestwich, who have had some great chances in this game, they're going to be kicking themselves for not taking it now, as the Steels are now having taken this 2-goal lead here. The ball's now back with Russell Saunders after that one. Saunders takes the touch here, clearing it long here. Turner heads it back away. He's gone back to Howell though. Howell's looking for Fitzgerald, but Lemon's cut out that pass. Lemon's control's gone right into the air. He's had to flick it over his head to get it away from Fitzgerald before Lemon knocks it out for a throw-in here. Consett have taken a 2-goal lead in the Northern Premier League East against Tadcaster. As it's back in the Prestwich defence now with Masambo, who gets it to Mabawi, who back with Masambo as Curtis. They play just a bit keep away from Curtis as Mabawi goes to the right hand side. He does find Berry there, but Tinker in with a tackle there, and he's looking for Curtis here on the left hand side, but well cut out by Nagoy here, who gets it back to Saunders. Curtis continuing to close down here, but He gets it over to Maboyi. And take the touch before Curtis almost cut it out there. That pass is with Howell now. Howell looking here for Berry, but actually cut out by one of his own players first hand. So it's back with Nagoy now for them. Back now with Howell. Clicked it through here to Bryant. Bryant's going sideways here. Now with Fitzgerald, who is in a central position. He's passed it back to Masambo. Prestwich having a good period of possession here, just passing it around very well. Howell here looking to pass it through, but cut out by Turner with Goodwin, who does the 1-2 with Turner here, and the attack is on for the Steels. Turner get it through to Curtis here on the right hand side, but he's been pressed off it quite well by Mabowie, and it's now with Cullen here who pass it back to Saunders. So, and that is the half-time whistle, and well, Prestwich definitely had the better of the early parts of some of this game, and they had some great chances. It is the Steels leading. A far post header from Gareth Curtis giving the lead to the Steels here before it was doubled by a stab home from Luke Rosen from close range. The Steels have 1 foot in the next round of the FA Cup, but there's a second half to go yet. We will see you in 15 minutes.
Tell you what, we didn't come to life for 40 minutes again.
3-1 to Eburn, another mid-table side. That'll be one they're disappointed about. But as we see the teams that are coming out here and lining up, we'll go through them for you now. So we'll start with Stocksbridge Park Steels. In net for them is Harrison Davison Hale. Then it's Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Mitch Langton, Elliot Murray, Charlie Oglesby, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, who serves as captain for today, Luke Rawson, Thomas Poole, and Gareth Curtis. The bench is Bailey Bates. And now, there we go. Curtis Turner kicks off. Because of the direction, he is going to try and loft this to the far end of the box. It's headed into the 6-yard area, cleared away by Braga from the offside flag. Poole taking his corner, swing to the far post. The header's there, and right at Roxburgh. That header looks like it was from Charlie Oglesby. Not many on the near post. He's going to send it to the centre, headed away there, and volleyed there by Goodwin. Knee volley, I suppose. To Rawson, but it bounced back to Goodwin, that's actually, I think, more of an accidental Goodwin, but it has got to Poole on the right wing. Poole's going to look for Rawson here, and it just bounces to Roxburgh. Rawson just yards away from it there. But it's deflected away quite heavily. Bit of a poor clearance from Reed. Poole gets it, Poole volleys. Roxburgh spills it, and Roxburgh gets it the second time. And over there, and I think the advantage was given at the volleys over there. Can Curtis control? No, he can't. It's still in the box. Brighouse can't clear it away. Back to Poole, who tries a shot, but it's well over the bar. This one. And that is the half-time whistle there. And here we go. Running through his defence. He's ran through. He's into the box here. Running through, takes a shot, and it's in. Bobby Poynting gives the lead to Brighouse. Bobby Poynting gives the lead to Brighouse. He runs through 2-3 Stocksbridge men before finishing into the bottom corner. And now the Steels are now losing, and a terrible start to this second half. Already, can we see maybe the goal coming from it this time? Ball's going long, looking for the far post here. It's headed towards Thing, but the free kick has been given there. I think it's against Charlie Oglesby there. Wasn't able to do with everything. Stocksbridge throw at him. And Cassim's going to run into the box here. Cassim looking dangerous. Nips have one player. The second shot goes in. Not from Cassim though. But it's cleared. Cassim makes the second shot. Block. Peels for a handball. Not given. And Stocksbridge just about clear it. And it's going to go out. There's Thomas Hay taking it. It looks dangerous. Looking for the far post. Play goes down the box. The header is on goal. It's been scrapped around, but Davison his near post that'll be aiming at. Roxburgh's covering quite well. Poole takes shots on target. Hits the outside of the post and out. And I thought for a second that may have just snuck in. And Poole's dangerous from those set pieces. With Lemon. Can't tell who the players are in this range. Lemon sends a cross in, and it's cleared away by Roxburgh with his knees. Just about headed away from his path, but onto Rawson. Rawson's trying to take the shot. It curls, but it's wide. And Tinker's going to throw it into the box looking for Rawson. Rawson tries to touch it on to McCaskill. Takes a shot just wide of the near post. And well worked throw in there, almost paying dividends for the Steels. McCaskill had beaten him there. DeFalco's in the box. McCaskill's got to the byline. McCaskill's trying to play it in, but there's just enough of a tackle on it. Go back to Rawson, who takes a shot. Shot's blocked. It comes off the referee there. And it took it away from McCaskill, and the referee doesn't really know what he's doing at the moment. To turn, and he does. He's got space on the left wing. DeFalco's looking for the slip through. He doesn't give it though. McCaskill looks to get to the byline. McCaskill plays it across 6-yard box. Goes to Poole. Poole's in space. Takes a shot. It's in! 1-1. Thomas Poole smashing it in. It's all made by Lewis McCaskill. Come on! Oh, actually, he wasn't Thomas Poole. I do apologise. It's Jordan Lemon! He's going to have me for this on the commentary afterwards. Jordan Lemon scores his first goal in years. Jason Hale's going to take it quick out. That is the full-time whistle. I think taken a bit early. All the goals in the second half again. The first goal for Brighouse coming from Bobby Poynting. It's a fantastic goal from the Bradford City, on loan Bradford City. Too far from Brighouse actually, and one against Dunstan on Saturday, one that may not be expected. Brighouse on the other hand didn't have the best of starts on Saturday. They lost 3-1 to Eburn, another mid-table side. That'll be one they're disappointed about. But as we see the teams that are coming out here and lining up, we'll go through them for you now. So we'll start with Stocksbridge Park Steels. In net for them is Harrison Davison Hale. Then it's Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Mitch Langton, Ross Goodwin, who serves as captain today, Luke Rawson, Thomas Poole and Gareth Curtis. The bench is Bailey Bates. And now, there we go, Curtis Turner kicks off. Because of the direction, he is going to try and loft this to the far end of the box. It's headed into the 6-yard area, cleared away by Bray, put the offside flag. Poole taking this corner, swing to the far post, the header's there, and right at Roxburgh, that header. Looks like it was from Charlie Oglesby. Not many up on the near post. He's going to send it to the centre, headed away there, and volleyed there by Goodwin. Knee volley, I suppose. To Rawson, but it bounced back to Goodwin, that's actually, I think, more of an accidental Goodwin, but it has got to Poole on the right wing. Poole's going to look for Rawson here, and it just bounces to Roxburgh. Rawson just yards away from it there. But it's deflected away quite heavily. Bit of a poor clearance from Reed. There, Poole gets it, Poole volleys, Roxburgh spills it, and Roxburgh gets it the second time, and over there, and I think the advantage was given with the volleys over there. Can Curtis control? No, he can't. It's still in the box. Brighouse can't clear it away. Back to Poole, who tries a shot, but it's well over the bar. And that is the half-time whistle there. And here we go, running through his defence. He's ran through, he's into the box here. Running through, takes a shot, and it's in. Bobby Poynting gives the lead to Brighouse. Runs through 2-3 Stocksbridge men before finishing into the bottom corner, and now the Steels are now losing, and a terrible start to this second half already. Can we see maybe the goal coming from it this time? Ball going long, looking for the far post here. It's headed towards.
Hello and welcome back here to Aidan Moran Park. I'm Adam Allcroft, your commentator for this FA Cup preliminary round match between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Prestwich Hayes. It is currently 2-0 to Stocksbridge at the moment. Got a brace from Luke Rawson, so just if you were just listening to commentary, we saw a bit of footage of the goal from Curtis. He heads it more backwards and it comes off the back of Rawson and in. So we have given the first goal to Rawson, so it's a brace from him. And he will be looking for his hat-trick. Though I can actually hear Luke shouting now saying it's not me who scored that. But which means he's not a proper striker, because any proper striker would take any goal that's given to him, whether it's accidental or not. And I'm saying that loudly just to make sure he hears me on that one. The teams are back up as Stocksbridge preparing to take the get ready for the second half here. They are on the kick-off at the moment. As the Seals look to try and confirm this and get to the first qualifying round. It's been a long time since the Steels have been there. And here we go. So Stocksbridge Park Steels kick the game off, kicking from left to right in the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, while as Prestwich are in the red shirts with white sleeves and black shorts and red and white socks. They kick from right to left as well. So Prestwich starting on the attack already, but Oglesby heads that one away. It's a throw-in for Prestwich here. We'll just say the teams quickly for you as the game gets back underway. So for Stocksbridge, there's no changes at the half. So it's Harrison, Davison, Hale in goal, then Jordan Lemon, Jack Tinker, Mitch Langton, and Elliot Murray, Charlie Oglesby, Curtis Turner, Ross Goodwin, Luke Rawson, Thomas Poole and Gareth Curtis. Just to have a brief, that was Rawson, well, they're just on the right-hand side, Prestwich, and they've earned a throw-in there. So, quick throw in here is going to be taken back. Well, I say quick, Nagoy looked like it was going to take quick. Instead, he's going to go a bit slower. Here, Nagoy throws it inwards here back to Nicholas, who's been forced outwards here by Curtis Turner. And he's going to. Well, actually, his pass here has gone into Poole's path. It's a great pass for Poole. Poole's going to look for Rawson on the right hand side. Rawson could get his hat trick here. Gets away pass, but he goes down very easy there, to be honest, Rawson, for a man his size as well. And he's going to. The break ends there. So, I think that's a poor display from Rawson, to be honest. Here, back with Prestwich here. So Prestwich's team here, to let you know, it's Russell Saunders in goal, then Jacob Nagoy, Scott Cullen, Darryl O'Connor, Rudy Masambo, Omar Maboyi, Connor Berry, Vincent Howell, Mitch Bryant, Callum Nicholas and Dylan Fitzgerald on the left. And it is on the right hand side now here for Prestwich. But for Langton, boots that one right. Actually, say that's the pitch, it's bounced off the pitch and stayed in before a free kick is given for a foul on Curtis. So About 2 minutes gone into this half right now, and it is 47 minutes gone, and it's 2-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels. Long Eaton scored another goal just before the half, by the way. It's 3-1 to them now, and Stockton Town equalised against Pontefract. Harrison Davison Hale will take this free kick as they send quite a few Steels players forwards, and he's looking for Goodwin here, but it goes under his feet, and that allows Cullen to clear that away. Oglesby heads it away, though he's going to get penalised for giving a good old bag hook to Mitch Bryant. Looking for a good ball here to Fitzgerald. He's in the box on the left hand side. It's a great ball to him, actually. He's facing up with Lemon. He's in the box now, Fitzgerald. He's passed it outwards here to Howell, who's on the edge of the box, thinking about shooting, but doesn't after a quick close down. He's in the box now. He slashed to slip the ball through, but Langton blocked it. It's out for a corner to Prestwich here. So some early opportunities here for Prestwich at the moment as they look to get an early goal and really put some nerves in the Steels' defence as they want to get back into it. They've had a lot of goals at this ground recently. Gone quickly to bury this one, and he slips it back to Nicholas, who the tackle went in just from Tinker, and the free kick's been given for a late one here on Turner. Some of the Prestwich fans here getting a bit frustrated with some of the referees' decisions here. So it's back with Davison Hale to take it. Tadcaster Albion have got one back. Cody Cormack scoring for them. They're now losing 2-1 against Concert. As Davison Hale clears that one up, but it's headed away there by Masambo. It's only going back to Tinker, who hits a big boot here towards the right wing. Hull's trying to follow it, but three Prestwich men are able to get it away. It was Cullen who gets the header onto it. But it is with Turner in midfield now, gets it to Goodwin, but great big boot away there from Vincent Howell there, but he's clutching the back because I think Goodwin did catch him a bit there. It's a throw into the Steels here despite the appeals of some of the Prestwich players. So back with Lemon for this throw in here. Lemon takes the throw in down looking for Goodwin, but it's going to go back to Cullen, who knocks it forward, trying to be controlled here by Berry, but it was cleared away again, and it's going to be headed out play here by Prestwich, but it's Cullen there who was fighting for the ball with one of the Steel players, and it's going to be a throw into the Steels. So Lemon here will throw this one down long. He's looking for Goodwin, but it's headed right back out of play for the ball here. That comes very close to me in my commentary position. Yep. And the throw in here will be taken by Jordan Lemon. Yeah. Sure. He is quite far away from me at the moment, but he's going to send it long. He's looking for Luke Rawson here for sure. And he's going to try and find Rawson here, but headed behind here. Poole looking to feed off it, but it's back with Rawson, who's on 2 goals already. Goodwin pass it back to Langton, and Langton tried to knock it forward, but it's a bit too heavy, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. We hit the 50th minute mark here. It's 2-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels. As with Howell here, but he's been closed down by Goodwin quite quickly. And Goodwin is going to nibble at his feet. A bit too much there for the referee's liking, and that's a free kick for the home side. It's going to be taken here, though, by Mabawi, this free kick. Actually, I say that he's going to pass it back here to Saunders here. He takes it into his box before booting this one long, but Murray heads it away. He's going to go back to Fitzgerald here, though, now, who pass it sideways here, now back with Howell. Howell's looking for the wing in. It would have almost a great ball to Scott Cullen there. It's gone through both Poole and Lemon, but in the end it's going out to play as well. Cleethorpes Town have taken the lead against Answorth. Rio Molyneux has scored for the Seaside, well, the Owls there. Yep. Oh, no. Graham's, I think, trying to threaten to take a bad joke here, our chairman, who's close to our commentary positions there. But it is with Howell here, who's trying to slip it through, but well cut out there by Elliot Murray. He clears it out, and it's looking for Rawson here, but headed back out, though, by Mabawi. Goodwin Tries to head it out to Poole. Poole tries to keep it in, but the linesman adjusts it. He hasn't, and it's going to be a throw in to Prestwich. And Prestwich having plenty of ball at the start of this second half. Ball goes in. It's with Prestwich here on the left-hand side. Here, just on the edge of the box, they pass it backwards to Howell here. Howell just taking a touch to the right, looking for Nagoy here. Yeah, as Stocksbridge do look to press him out a bit, but Nagoy running at the defence a bit. Now he's passed it back to Howell. Got it here to O'Connor now, the captain for Prestwich. Touch was a bit poor, but he's collected it still. Now back with Masambo. Prestwich are happy just to pass the ball about a bit, but Stocksbridge are happy to let them have it if it's nowhere near their own goal. Now Mabowie here. Mabowie's going to take it forward. He's trying to look for the pass through, but he just gives it to Langton, really. Langton gives it to Poole here. Poole's going to try and look for Rawson, but the pass is poor, and it's going to be out for a throw-in here. And it's going to be hip here with Cullen to take this throw-in. Rossington to Main, by the way, took the lead in their game just before the end of... Well, their game kicked off later. They're only in the 40th minute, but they're leading 1-0 in their game now against Athersley. That throw-in goes right to Murray, who clears it right back out for an identical throw-in right in front of us here. Before the ball takes an awkward bounce and I think takes out someone in the crowd.
Where's he going, line up? Where's he going, line up?
And now he's taking a few steps forward here, Cullen, but despite the appeals from Dave next to me, he's going to get it, be allowed with it. Murray's cleared that one away for an identical one, and I just raised my microphone for some reason, the bit of equipment I have to try and protect myself, even though that would have probably spoilt the commentary for the rest of the game if the microphone got taken out.
How far is he going to go?
Cullen takes the throw-in out to Fitzgerald. Goodwin goes in. Goodwin gets a bit of afters from Fitzgerald there, but it's with Poole now. Tries to slip through to Goodwin, but Fitzgerald gets in. Actually, that was an advantage there. And what is happening behind me here? Thankfully, Liam behind me, who's dropping his phone all about, he's not a goalkeeper. As Davison Hale takes his time running up to go take this free kick, which is just inside the Steel's half. Stockton Town have taken the lead against Pontefract. Adam Nicholson scoring there. And Dunstan have taken the lead against Bridlington through Will Jenkins. Rawson's checked it down for Langton. Now with Tinku, who tries to knock it forward. Curtis haunting, but it's cleared away there. And it's going to go back to Davison Hale, who's going to allow that to bounce into his box. He's going to take it to his feet. And then as Bryant comes in, he's going to, slowly as anything, pick it up. We're not going to talk about donkeys anymore, so... As Davison Hale is going to boot this one out. He's gone a bit short here, so headed forward by Berry, though, as it's only out to play for a Steel's throw-in. He got over the top of Tinker there. Worksop have seemingly booked their place in the next round. They're 3-0 up through Liam Hughes against AFC Mansfield. And Tinker going to throw this one down, and that's headed back out to play though by Masambo. It's going to be another front for Steels, but further on. So ball goes into the box of the Steels, but a big towering header from Masambo gets that away. Ball still in the danger area for Prestwich though, as it's with Goodwin now back with Tinker on the left hand side. Tinker's beating his man. He's going to try and get to the byline. Tries to get the cross in, but it's blocked. It's going to be a corner kick, and Stocksbridge have looked good from these so far. And well, Poole's going to go over it. These corner deliveries have been consistently good during the first half, during just the entire season so far for Poole. And it was where we got the first goal was from a free kick actually, but it's not too different to a corner where it was. Poole puts the corner in. It's going to the near post, but that one is chest away. Appeals for a handball. Referee immediately points to his chest to say not, but it's with Turner here on the left-hand side here in some space. He's going to put the ball low, but it's not got much power in it, that ball, and it's easily cleared by O'Connor. And the referee going to have a chat there, blows whistle here, but the physio here, the Prestwich physio here is having a look through here, but no injury there in the end. That appeal for handball was instant. Tinker will have this throw in here. He's going to get it right into the box here, but it's headed away by Masambo. That's Langton, who gets it side to Poole. Now with Turner, who's trying to get side to Goodwin. His touch isn't the best, but he's closed down it, and Goodwin's going to continue with it on this right-hand side. Tries to haul it down before Cullen boots it right out, and it's another throw in here for the Steels on the right-hand side this time. So Lemon's going to head over here for the throw-in. Seen a few long ones from him here, and he's not got any short options, so it's going to be another long one looking for Goodwin or Rawson. Instead it's headed out by Prestwich, and O'Connor hooks it away as well. So it's going to be a bit of a foot race here between Berry and Tinker. Tinker's shoving him around to try and get him. Tinker does get him with a tackle, no free kick given. Turner's going to look for the long ball immediately for Curtis, but Masambo is there and he's covering it quite well. Curtis closing him down, pass it sideways here to Nagoy. Nagoy eventually does clear it away, and he's going over the top here, and Oglesby's gets to head it back, but not very far. Tinker is wrestled down in what something that you more see at the WWE than you would here at a football match, and he does get the free kick because of that. And that spooked one of our fans here, that ball slamming to the side of the stand here. Spooked me a bit as well, to be honest. Long Eaton are now 4-1 up against Corn. Rod Orlando Young scoring his second, and Alex Curran has given Macclesfield the lead against Mossley. So Charlie Oglesby is going to clear this one out. He's looking for the right-hand side where Goodwin and Rawson are. Oh, Goodwin tries to head it on. I think Rawson maybe got that last throw on, but it's going out of the box anyway. Goodwin's fighting for it, and I think Goodwin got the last touch on to that, so it's going to be a throw in to Prestwich. Prestwich taking the throw in quickly. Nicholas takes the touch now as he's running at the defence, but Langton goes in with a very good tackle, and Tinker's going to be the one onto that because it went very long like it was a pass, and he clears it out, and Prestwich tried to clear it right back, but it came off a Prestwich man for the throw in to the Steels. 59 minutes gone in this game for the Steels, winning 2-0 and looking comfortable at the moment. Pontefract have equalised against Stockton. It's 2-2 there. Phone comes in on the left-hand side from Tinker, but Masambo's going to head that one out. But I say that it must have come off Ralston last, as it's a throw-in here. Nagoy going to throw this one out, headed on by Nicholas to Fitzgerald, who takes a bit too heavy though, and Lemon's covering. Lemon passes it back to Davison Hale, who boots that one out. Looking for Poole here, but headed away by Howell on the left-hand side now where Nicholas is, who passes it back here to Mabawi, who gets it to Masambo in central defence here. Now we're to Nicholas on the left-hand side. Looking comfortable in the passing here. Prestwich, but not probing as of yet. Gets it to the right wing here, but well in from Turner. Gets to Goodwin and pass back to Tinker, who's going to send it long, looking for Rawson on the chase here. Rawson's going to have to fight out with Howell. Rawson does get it here. He's avoiding a tackle here. Gets it onto Poole on the right-hand side. Poole kicks it to Turner here, but it's well in there by Babawi. Bit of a shunt on Turner, who goes down, but it was never going to be a penalty, that. Here's something that's going to interest some of our fans. Golcar have just been sent down to 10 men because what their centre-back has just punched Scott Ruven. I think there's going to be a no comment from the rest of us for that one. So it's back with the Russell Saunders in the Prestwich goals. Prestwich have made a couple of substitutes. Howell's come off here, and Goodwin's coming off for us as well, with, I believe that is O'Connor coming, Cody Pryor coming on for us. So that's Cody Pryor coming on for Ross Goodwin here. I realised I had Pryor in the entire time anyway. So we'll praise. So it's just this. Got a substitute. So we're on the right hand side here. The ball. Davison L tries to boot it to Lemon, but it goes right out of play here. Yeah. So Lemon here is going to throw the ball along here, looking for Rawson. Headed right back out by Prestwich for another throw in. and goes right close to us in our position here. Stocksbridge are just taking their time with a lot of this at the moment. Just the bit worried is if they decide they're going to put it on at a time at the end. Lemon throwing this one long, looking for Rawson, headed up into the air by Prestwich. Second header gets it away, but only back. Well, I say back to Lemon. He's going to let it go out for another throw in here, and Lemon's going to walk to it as if he's a child who's just been told off and sent to his bedroom. And he is now eventually going to take this throw in. The curved run up as he looks for Rawson in the box, head up into the air by Prestwich. Nicholas is the one who gets it away, and the wind's caught that one good and proper. Oglesby's covering, and Daysonell gets it. He covers well from Tyler James, who's just come on, must have come on for Prestwich there. And it's good work play defending from Oglesby there. Ball going long, but from Eversdale, but it's been caught in the air. Now it's with Nicholas on this right hand side. He's got Tyler James and Berry to aim at in the box if he can get the beat to Oglesby. He does get the ball in, but Murray clears it away. Only gone back to O'Connor here, who takes a touch, but Pryor in with a tackle, and that's gone back now to Mabowie, who's advancing forward. Tries to slip it through, but Langton in with the tackle. Stout, it's with Nicholas here, who's going to try and get it onto the right hand side where Fitzgerald has moved onto. Fitzgerald tries to get the cross in, but Oglesby's cleared that one away too, and Rawson's going to try and hold the ball up here. Rawson holding, but he is robbed of it, and now it's going to go here two on the left hand side, but Lemon gets the tackle in, gets it to Poole, who gets the 1-2 to Rawson, takes a touch off and gets knocked over for his troubles there as well. And he's going to stay down with that one as well. So just clutching the lower part of his leg, and it looks like we're going to see probably going to see our fourth entry from Sam, who's definitely been earning his money today. But no, Rawson is actually now back to his feet and back ready, so Sam's going to have to return to the bench now. Murray here will take the free kick, looking long, looking onto this right hand side where Pryor is. It's come off the back of Pryor. He's headed it forward here to Poole. Poole looking to see what he's going to do next. He's going to get it sideways to Turner, who pass it back to Langton. It is wide of Langton, but Langton recovers it a bit to get it to Murray. Murray's going to look long for Poole, but it's ahead of Poole, and it's going to go out for the goal kick here. So 64 minutes gone in this game so far. And
2-4 if you had to go on the raffle.
it's going to be a goal kick. I think I was 1-3-8 on the raffle, so I don't think I've won it. Lemon heads away that one before it's headed right back in by the Cullen here, but back to Lemon, who gets a bit of a shunt, and it's going out of play here, but it's actually stayed in before the lineman gets sworn at by one of the Prestwich players here. It's with Nicholas now. Nicholas is going to get it onto the right hand side where Fitzgerald is. Fitzgerald gets it down well, looking to get the beating of Tinker. Passes it back here to Nagoy, who puts the cross in. It's a very high one. Here headed forward by Berry. Great save from Davison Hale. Davison Hale gets down low for a great header from Connor Berry there. It's gone out for a corner to Prestwich, and it's all down to the keeper, who gets down low quickly to keep his clean sheet intact. 65 minutes gone in this game, 2-1 to the Steels, but a great opportunity for Prestwich from a corner kick here. He's going to take it to the number 10 here, Nicholas, who gets it. It's deflected, punched away from Davison there. Would have been a spectacular goal. Did take a bit of a deflection. It's still in here, and it's going to go out for another corner kick. Well, that corner routine did catch out the Steels for a moment. The deflection almost taken in, but Davison Hale was alive to it, and he was able to punch it away. And it's another corner here for Prestwich. Cross goes in, more traditional corner here. Headed towards goal, and it's been blocked here and then kicked out. It was kicked out by one of Prestwich's men, I believe, there. Corner goes back in again here. It's out of the box here now. It's Mabowie here who tries to get it back in the box, but Langton gets knocked out, and it's going to go to Fitzgerald on the right wing here. And well, it's all hands on deck for the Steel's defence. It's gone into the box there again, but Lemon's headed it out, and Langton's got the big clearance onto it, and Curtis is going to try and get onto the end of this one. But it's it's well cut out there by Mabowie, who is a big titan of a lad in the defence for Prestwich. Back with Saunders now, who knocks it long looking for the left-hand side, but that's just going to bounce out of play, and the Steels will look to try and settle this one down now. I think the initial, we'll have to look at the replay when we get the highlights out, but I think that initial one was actually blocked by one of their own players, who then got the second shot off, which was saved by Davison Hale again. Lemon going to get this throwing out, looking for Rawson. Rawson being held all over while he tries to evade a tackle, but he can't, and that's gone to Masambo, spread it out to Fitzgerald on the right. And it's well in from Tinker there, who gets the ball forward. Curtis going to try and get onto it, but it's cleared away. But Tinker's still attacking, and Tinker is on the attack. He's got Poole in the box. Tinker's still being wrestled there, but now with Curtis on the left-hand side, who passes it out here to Turner. Turner's looking to try and get in the box to Pryor. Pryor's touch is not the greatest, and it's bounced back, and Langton's touch is not the best. And now Tyler James is going to look to try and get on the counter because of it. Tyler James runs out, and Oglesby hooks him down as he gets through. I'm actually surprised that's not a free kick there.
Unbelievable that.
Because that definitely was a foul, and we're saying this is the biased away commentator. Hebburn Town have taken the lead against Grimsby Borough through Amar Puwal. Cleared up, and it's headed away by Curtis, but only to be poorly cleared away there by Nicholas, and pulls in on it, but Langton's looked for Pryor to try and get onto it. But it's been caught here by Masambo. Pryor's still fighting for it, and it's great by Mabawi actually. Mabawi's carrying the ball forward here. He's cut backwards here, trying to pass it back, but Langton almost in on it, and Pryor does get the tackle in here, and Pryor's going to boot it looking for Curtis, but it's only gone back here to Cullen here, and Cullen's going to go down the byline. He's looking for it. It's a great ball here, almost here for Tyler James. James just can't hook it down there, and it's going to be back with Davison Hale there. And Prestwich definitely having a lot of good play at the moment. Davison Hale, that's definitely been caught in the air a bit, that ball, but Tinker manages to get it away somewhat, and it's going to be, well, a throw into Prestwich here. Throw-in comes in from Nagoy here. To Berry, back with Nagoy now. Who passes it back to Mabawi. Takes it long here to Tyler James. Tyler James is going to get on the end of it, takes a shot, and it's somehow wide of goal. He flashes across goal. And there's a great chance there as he gets it across. Davison Hale couldn't get anything on it, but it's gone wide anyway. Still 2-0 to the Steels here, but they are on thin ice at the moment. So it's still 2-0 to the Steels here. 70 minutes gone in this game now. As Davison Hale hooks that one up, headed away from Rawson. It's now, well, it was almost Fitzgerald on the ball, but he miscontrols. It's out for a throw into the Steels. I think Stocksbridge just need to keep it at the opposite end of the pitch for a bit, because with all the chances Prestwich are having, they will take one of those, and we don't want the grandstand finish here. Rawson heads it on to Curtis here. Curtis here trying to evade tackle, slips through here to Pryor, who gets him with a slide challenge now. Poole takes a shot, and it's going to bounce wide, that one. And I can see why Poole is taking that shot. You can't resist from that sort of distance, but goes wide, and now Prestwich get the ball back, and the worry is that they're going to get right back on it and get back on the attack. Ball goes long here. Bounce up in the air. Berry's going to win that one off Murray there. Berry advancing. Berry's evaded another tackle, but the tackle goes in. It almost slips in for Nicholas, but Davison Hale is on it. And Stocksbridge are, well, living by the skin of their teeth at the moment. And Davison Hale's going to take his time before kicking this one out here, as they're not happy with the referee for what they say is time wasting for him. And Mabawi's going to knock that one right away, and with Nicholas now, who's carrying it well. He's got Murray to beat, but Murray in with a good tackle. Tackle's just gone behind Fitzgerald here. It's going to bounce out for a throw into the Hayes here. He's going to allow Nagoy to take it. Oh, he's taking his time before throwing it in, was looking for Fitzgerald. Murray does head it away back to Pryor here, who's going to hook this one away, but it's gone just to Cullen, who control wasn't the best, and now it's just slipped to Curtis, who's looking for Poole on the right hand side, but it is just going to be covered well by Saunders, who's taking it into his box here. So now it's Saunders who rolls it out in front of his feet here. Looking now for Cullen, who flicks it on, but only to Lemon, who, well, actually will have to have 2 bites to get it away, but it's only got it away back to Prestwich. It's with O'Connor now. O'Connor is going to press forward, but Langton's trying to nibble in. Langton does nibble in, and he gets the ball as well. And Poole here going to avoid the tackle and get it through to Rawson. And Rawson has the beating of Mabai here. Mabai on the right-hand side of the box. He's got Curtis in the middle. He's going to look for Curtis. Curtis miscontrols the first one. It's just about headed away by Prestwich, and you think Curtis probably should have done better with that one on. And Prestwich are going to build, and that would have been game over for sure there. As Nicholas finds Fitzgerald on the right-hand side, and Nicholas and Fitzgerald do have a great link up together. They linked up together again here. Nicholas takes a shot, and it's back, well, chested away by Davison Hale there. It's going to be another corner for Prestwich. 74 minutes gone in this game so far. 2-0 to the Steels. They are holding on here, though, as Prestwich are doing everything they can to get back into this game. Corner goes in here. And the header goes in, but it's a free header, but it's right at Davison Hale. And Prestwich are going to be kicking themselves for the amount of chances they had. They could not only have one back, they could probably be level for how many they've had. So Davison Hale's going to roll this out in front of him before booting it up, looking for Poole here. Poole does control here, and Poole instead is going to knock it, keep it in, but it's going to go back to Saunders here, and you do wonder, would he have been better allowing that to go for the throw-in, which would have at least made him work a bit harder from that area.
He's winning everything, that number 10.
So Nicholas is he's always looking for the ball here, looking for the left-hand side here, where Berry is. There was 2 balls on the pitch there, but and the game has only just been stopped because of it. And but he did allow Berry to go forward and then kick the ball right out the stadium. So it's now back with Davison Hale to take this free kick. 74 minutes gone in this one. Still 2-0 to the Steels. And Stocksbridge are making a substitution, and I believe Prestwich are making one too. I think that's Maboyi going off, which is a surprise because he's been an absolute titan at the defence. And it looks like, well, I think that might be Robert Payne coming on, I think. Maybe we'll have to. Well, I mean, for Prestwich, and we'll see. So it's Curtis coming off for, I believe that is Lewis McCaskill. So we'll update that on our live team sheet if you are watching via the YouTube channel. So yeah, McCaskill who did set up that great assist, whereas Davison Hale there, he groans as he sends that kick out because he knows that he's just sent that right out to play there. And now the Hayes will try and get the ball back, but it comes right off Nicholas there, and it's going to be a throw into the Steels. Lemon here, throwing it long, looking for Rawson. Rawson does head it on a bit, and McCaskill's getting pushed down there. No free kick given. And it's going to be back with Misambo now. Now for Nagoy, and McCaskill almost in on that, but McPright is in, and it's out for a throw in there. And that's more than I think we want from the Steels, to try and keep the ball in the Prestwich half for the rest of this game, to avoid them getting anything back here. They do get the ball in, but Oglesby has cleared that one out. Rawson's going to try and head it on, but headed away by Misambo. Turner is onto that header though. He heads it out in front of him onto the left-hand side. Rich McKaylee's onto him though, and he gets to Poole before it's cleared away by Prestwich. Oglesby heads it away though, and looks like Nicholas is going to try and be the first one onto it. Langton coming into cover, and he's got the beating of Langton. Langton tried to foul him and missed under the foul, and Lemon's blocking him, almost went into the path of a Prestwich man, but that ball forward from Stocksbridge clearing has gone to Rawson on the right hand side. He's got McCaskill in the box. Rawson here doubles back, he's got not much help, and he tries to get back to Pryor, but it passes it off here. Goal in the FA Cup. Penistone Church have taken the lead against Brighouse Town. And Lemon here will take the throw in here on this right hand side. Takes it quickly to McCaskill, who tries to get it to the byline. He almost works that move, but just a bit ahead of him, and it's going to go out for a throw. In a big scoreline alert, Workington are beating West Allotment Celtic 6-0. Workington beating West Allotment Celtic. Don't know where they're from. I presume your back garden. Of course Dave's been there. So Pryor here, he's got on the ball, he tries to clip forward, gets it to McCaskill, and McCaskill sort of controls it, gets it to Poole though. Poole is going to take his time before taking the short pass to Langton. Langton's going to look for McCaskill here on the overlap. McCaskill trying to get on the right hand side, tries to get the ball in, he knocks it off Nagoy there, and it's somehow a goal kick. So, turns out if you knock it off, the only thing I can think of there is that, yes, what Dave just said to be next to me, one of our 5 Daves in the volunteer team at Stocksbridge, that he got it, went out to play before it kept it in. Played up here from Saunders. Murray's header goes backwards there, so it's going to be a throw in here in quite a dangerous position here for Prestwich. 78 minutes gone. The throw-in is quick here. Goes to Nicholas, who takes a shot. It's a quick volley, but it's well wide and never threatening Davison Hale's goal there. So it's with Davison Hale now, who's going to take this one out. Take this goal kick. Looking long. There's a couple of lads behind that goal, behind the fence in there, who have avoided paying a fee at the very least, because I can see them watching from over there. As Tinker clears that one long here, McCaskill tries to knock it back for Rawson. Rawson gets the bouncing ball to Poole, but he knocks it forward only to be blocked there by Prestwich. But they get it back to Turner. Now it's with Pryor here, who avoids the tackle of Nicholas, who spins before getting to Langton. Langton misses the tackle of Langton and looks to try and get it to McCaskill on the left, but it's been headed away to Poole. Oh, and now it's only going back to Misambo here. It's with O'Connor now. And O'Connor is a good side and challenge in from McCaskill. McCaskill still tries to slip through Rawson. Can Rawson get on the end of it? No, good save though from Saunders. So it sounds like the Sheffield FC. So throwing here for the Steels on the left-hand side, and it's taken a while the ball to get in, but they won't mind, and it's been defended here by Prestwich somehow, and they do eventually clear it, but only back to Langton. Langton's going to take it forward, but he's been pressed by it and eventually tackled, and Prestwich are going to just about get this one away, though actually Poole's got in well, and now it's back with Pryor, who managed to avoid Berry there, and he gets into the left side, and McCaskill's got a ton of space. McCaskill's trying to get through. Great sliding challenge though, and it's going to be a corner kick to the Steels. So corner here for the Steels on that left-hand side. So yeah, just to tell you know, Jordan Pierpoint, the Sheffield FC goal, has gone off injured. So Morgan James, who I'm pretty sure is a singer I watch on YouTube, has gone in goal for them. It is actually a pretty one. That's why my dad likes it too. Poole puts the corner in, and it's almost in from Oglesby. He volleys it in the 6-yard area, and it's somehow just over, and that would have killed the game off for sure. And now we enter the 81st minute in this game. Macclesfield are 4-2 up on Mosley. Andy Owens scoring for them there. Tinker heads that goal kick right back out of play, so it's a throw-in on the halfway line for Prestwich. Throw-in goes in, and it's with Nicholas now. Tries to make a tackle, but he slips over the ball himself. Tries to lay on the ball to keep it. Murray does eventually kick it away from underneath him, but it's back with Scott Cullen there. Now back with Nicholas, with Berry now on the left-hand side. Back now to Nicholas, who taking the shot. It's deflected before Murray clears it away. Nicholas is back on the ball here before he passes it back to Nagoy. Nagoy will flick it onto the left-hand side where Cullen is. Cullen will put the ball. It's a good cross here, and it's headed in, and it's a grandstand finish here. Yeah. Nicholas gets the ball back here. Nicholas with the goal, and it's going to be a nervy end here for the Steels. Well, Callum Nicholas, who has been very dangerous during this game, and now Paul going to take the free it quickly here, and it's going to go back here now to Saunders, and well, it's all hands on deck defending now for the Steels. With McAley now, who puts it sideways here to Nicholas, the goal scorers, and all the energies with Prestwich right now. Back with Nicholas. Nicholas going to get a crossfield one looking for Fitzgerald, who puts the ball back into the 6-yard area. Ball back across there. Before it's big clearance there from Macaskill, but it's still in the box here. Cullen's headed it back across goal, just not leaving the box here. Knee down for Nicholas to take the shot. It's deflected and it looks like he's going to go wide. I think that's a corner. It is a corner.
We're coming.
So corner for Prestwich, and it's only Macaskill's been left up for Stocksbridge as they look to defend this one. Corner goes in, almost there from Prestwich, and it's Pryor's going to clear it, and McCaskill's going to try and get the end of it. Well in from McAley though. Prestwich stay on the ball. O'Connor going to get on the right hand side. Sheffield United are 3-0 up, just to let you know. No, Tinker trying to get away from it. He does, a big late challenge. Goes in, slipped in for Curtis Turner here, but well in there, and I think the free kick's going to be given for late on Turner there. And Tinker's staying down there. He looks quite hurt there for that really late challenge there. The referee ought to do. I think the referee is going to pull him back for the booking.
7 left.
17.
So Tinker's going to just take time as he's down injured, and perhaps with this injury try and take the sting and the momentum that Prestwich have now got after getting their goal back. And there's a bit of tension here between Berry and Luke Rawson here. I don't think they're particularly happy. And Sam Ewins, their physio, is having a proper go at one of the Prestwich players for interfering with his physio work. As it's Miss Sambo there who has got the yellow card there for Prestwich for that. It was a very late challenge.
Hey, stop it.
So the referee here is a young looking referee here, one who probably not far from starting his journey. It is good, as much as we criticise the referees, it is good to see the refs start their journeys, because we do need more refs in this game. If you want better quality refs, you need more refs. Looks like the referee's not going to make any more decisions in this one, over the decision not to do anything. Well, the referee is now going to talk here to, I think it's O'Connor here. And no decision, no cards are being given out for the extra coming together, and the free kick is back on the edge of the area for Prestwich. Saunders sending it long here. Chested here by Prestwich, and they're going to hook it down as well before Langton gets in. And it almost got away. Lemon gets it somewhat away, but not very far away. Headed back in by James here. McCaskill's now got it on the edge of the area, and he's booted long into the Knox here. And it's almost spilled by Davison Hale before he's able to collect it. Almost a big error from him, and now there is a Prestwich man down, injured here, as well. Cullen here, it's got Cullen here is down, and we're going to have to make another stoppage here. Handsworth have equalised against Cleethorpes, 1-1 there. Just to let you know, this would go to a replay on Tuesday night should an equaliser be found by Prestwich. So we'd be back at Brackenmore on Tuesday instead of the Carlton game that we are currently expecting. Davison Hale clears it away, but it is going to just go back to Cullen, who doesn't actually he's able to get it eventually, but Pryor's in there first, and McCaskill's going to get onto it. McCaskill, I think, flicked it back to Pryor, but can't get the control. Nicholas is back in defence there. Nicholas is absolutely everywhere for Prestwich. Does get the clearance on McCaskill. McCaskill going to try and keep it in the corner flag, but in the end it's gone back, and it's going to be a goal kick here for Prestwich. Nervy last few minutes for the Steels here. Ball goes long, headed on by Berry. Nicholas knocks it on, and before Davison Hale is able to claim that one, and he's going to lay on that ball for as long as he legally can. Looks like that goal is actually being given by the football web pages to Caden Barlow. Here. And Nicholas is on the ball, and after robbing it off Rawson, he's going to try and send it here to Berry, who takes a touch inside, but that allows Lane to get it. And that's a late two-footing challenge here from Berry. It's going to be a decision here for the ref. These are coming together between a few of the players here.
That's an off.
And the referee has a big one to do here. It would kill all the momentum Prestwich have. Berry being a very good player for Prestwich. 2 foot definitely up, but it's whether the referee saw that. It's a big one for the referee. A lot of pressure on him for this decision. He's taking them in the bucket. It's going to be a yellow card there for Conor Berry. That's one of those where you did think otherwise, and there's still players with their forehead to forehead at the moment, and the referee needs to go over and sort that as well. It's Masambo in the middle of it as well, which is a risky business for him considering he's already on a yellow. Even O'Connor rushing it. O'Connor now basically going and pushing his own players away. So Davison Hale will look to take the big boot up here. The Steels look to hold on just like they did against Dunstan 1 week ago.
Switch on, Lemo. Just get him switched on, Lemo. Clock him in.
Going in looking for Rawson here, but headed away by Prestwich. Pryor was appealing for a referee rather than none, and Prestwich gets a slip on Berry there. And that gets some angry calls from the fans here. So everyone up as Nagoy takes his free kick that's deep in his own area. He feints the original run. He's going to go do it again. Does, and he is. That's a big long ball from him going right to the edge of the box, but Rawson's the one who heads that away. He's back with Nicholas now, who gets it to McAlealy. McAskill gets somewhat of a slime challenge in, and that allows Langton to clear it away. He's going to go back to Nagoy here. And McAskill almost in the challenge. I think he has foot here, and Nagoy's going to take it forward. It feints Poole. Nagoy gets it through, but only for Lemon to clear that one away. And now McAskill allows it to go under him. McAskill here. He's getting shouts from the chairman to get it in the corner, and he is the one who pays his wages. He doesn't do that. Gets it to Turner instead. And Turner is going to get it to Langton, who I think will take it to the corner kick. And he is going to take it to the corner flag. He's been bullied by 2 players. There's a bit of shoving here. And it is going to be a Prestwich throw. So I think we need to learn from the England women's side that amazing time wasting the England women did in that final against Germany here, where they time wasted for about 10 minutes. The women are great at football, especially English women. He's with Prestwich now. Pryor tries to get in, but it goes forward anyway, but Murray clears it away. It's going to look like it's going to bounce out into the Prestwich half for a throw into the home side. And McAskill's going to do all he can to delay Nagoy getting it. It's some classic gamesmanship from McAskill there. It's back with Saunders now, who clears it up. Heel bounces and Nicholas heads it on. James is going to try and get on the end of it, but Tinker half clears it. Back with Nicholas now. Turner tries to nibble it in, but that is a free kick as we are now in what must be added time now. So Nicholas is going to take this one. I believe we are in 1 minute into added time. Nothing's been given. We will say 5 minutes for added time. Though there has been a few stoppages with injuries and coming together, and it's about defending this set piece now for the Steels. Can they do it? Can they just hold on? Prestwich would be worth their equaliser with how they press, but it's all about... Wellesley goes in, it's a good ball that, at the far post, and it is an equaliser from Tyler James. It's 2-2, and it's under Davison Hale's legs, and well, it's a gutting one for the Steels. And now some of the chances the Steels missed will really, really hurt.
smallest man up leading pick.
Absolute free header for Tyler James. And now the Steels have a few minutes to try and get back into this and see if they can crush the dreams of Prestwich. Back with Poole now, who takes it forward here. And an immediate foul on Poole there. And now Stocksbridge are going to try and see if they can get it on back into this. Poole is going to take this as a few Steels players are going forward.
Great game, great game, great game, great game.
Prestwich defending and ordering plenty of people about at the moment. But it's now time for the Steels to try and see if they can get in,
Go on to 2 more games.
So Lemon here will have the long throw. He's got a load of people in the box to try and get it to. Ball goes in, headed on by Oglesby. It just misses the far post, and it's McCaskill trying. Well, he just about keeps it in McCaskill. Back to Lemon. Can Lemon put the cross in? Lemon puts the cross in. It's over. The ball. It's out away. It's back to Turner, and he volleys over. And it should be 3-2 to the Steels. It's a gutting one there. That the Steels benefited from last-minute drama on Tuesday night, and they're suffering from it today. As we wait, we will likely into the 4th minute at a time at the moment. And that is half time. We're doing this again, full time. This is full time. We're doing this again on Tuesday night. Our game against Carlton is now delayed and will be postponed. We will let you know of the new date for that one in due course. But a comeback, including a last-minute equaliser from Prestwich from Tyler James, has led to a replay here. We will see you again for that one. We will welcome Prestwich back on to the Brackenmore on Tuesday, and we'll see how it goes then. See you later.
Great commentary, great commentary.